about to leave. Already packing, come with me. I'm not really.
Hello friends and enemies, welcome back to Happy For Now. It's me, Isabel, here with this month's Romancelandia Monthly. So I want to just get this out of the way in the opening. Welcome. There is no new updates yet with the RWA. If something comes out between now and the middle of the month, I may do a little impromptu 10-minute update, but otherwise I'm gonna hold it if it's nothing major until the end of the month because they're taking their time. You know, they're investigating. If you're curious as to what happened, there is there's three things you can watch. There is last month's Romancelandia Monthly. There is a live show where we discussed what happened afterwards, and I'm not gonna rehash it all here because it's a lot of info to like attempt to rehash. So I just highly recommend you check those out if you missed any of that. But I've got some items that have been on my list, kind of got pushed around because of the RWA stuff last month, so I'm very excited to dive into them. And you know, I've got a little bit of good news this month for us, and I think we could all use it. I don't know about you, my August was pretty rough. So, first things first, I want to talk about an author that I haven't got to talk about yet because RWA. So this author is called Erotic Storm. This is a erotica author who is going on Goodreads and messaging reviewers, offering them free books. And then when they don't like his book or they read it too quickly, he is telling them that he's going to sue them and telling them how terrible they are. And basically they will message you, offer you a book, and then also has been messaging people like trying to engage in sex talk in the DMs, like cybering, I guess. But through Goodreads DM, y'all, Goodreads is not a dating site. Stop it. Stop it. I know anyone watching this is not guilty of this, but like for real. The Goodreads dating site situation is bad. I'm gonna link to all of these videos, all of these reviews and posts on Goodreads from this because holy crap, it's wild. I also want to note that his author page basically calls, hold on, where is it? So yeah, in his message to one of my friends who DM'd me about this, he literally was like, let me know if you want to have a cheeky chat, which, what? No. And it looks like he deleted his author's page, but he did actually call his, anyone who didn't like his book, trolls and rats. Like he literally listed out who rated his book low and called them trolls and rats, but that has since been removed. I did not grab a screen grab, I'm sorry. But yeah, just wanted to give a heads up, FYI, reader beware if this man strolls into your mentions. Then I want to talk about something else, something positive and fun. I'm gonna try and like alternate between good and bad. So Karma Kelly on Twitter posted a test to help with review standards, and I thought this was a really interesting test and I wanted to share it with everyone. Something to keep in mind. One of the steps is that main characters in a romance do not hold identities aligned to the following: global or domestic terrorism and hate groups, genocide, war crimes, chattel slavery, sex trafficking, and other crimes against humanity. BIPOC, LGBTQ plus and intersections of such characters in romance must have fully realized lives and dimensions, not just present as one-dimensional stereotypical characters to prop up cishet white-led stories. BIPOC female characters in romance are not sexualized and not fetishized as a key character trait. Characters with disability are not solely defined around their disability and should be fully realized to live a happy and fulfilling life in their story. With characters of questionable morals, even if met with comeuppance and consequences, is not tied to their disability. This is a big one, y'all. The whole like disabled villain thing is so bad. Yeah, so anyways, that's some of the list. It's really, really good. I highly recommend you check this out. I think it's a really interesting way to think about how you rate a romance, and when you think about these things, like things to keep in mind. I try to do this when I read books. Obviously, sometimes you read a book and it's just a explosion of your brain just kind of shuts off and you just enjoy the ride, but like we still need to be cognizant enough to like call out some of these issues when we see them. Yeah, I really, really love Kelly's method, and I think that's something that like everyone should check out. Next, we have some more negative. So it turns out that Romilly King stole from 2 Supernatural fan fictions, at least. Let's see. She lifted into Paid to Kneel. And here are some of the comparisons. We literally have like line by like it's like blatant. I'm gonna cover my face here to show you a comparison. Okay, here is one of the ones, the like first ones that shows the plagiarism, and it is like kind of past the point of close. It basically is like word for word, maybe some slightly different spacing. So, hello Richard, it's lovely to meet you. So nice to put a face to a set of forms and psych tests, Miss Sarah said as they shook hands. And then, hello Castile, I'm so glad you could come in today, Mrs. Dunham said as they shook hands. Thank you for seeing me, he replied. And then it says, thank you for seeing me, he replied automatically, just like the other text. I don't know, I will link to all these. They're very, like, if you read through all of them, not good, not a good look. So another FYI that Romilly King appears to be plagiarizing fanfic for her stories, whether that's every book or a few or not very many, who knows. Either way, author beware yet again. You know, reader beware of this author. I personally won't be reading her because if you've plagiarized one thing out of a fic, what's stopping you from doing more? Because I do think some people think they won't get caught, and they don't. I mean, you're literally plagiarizing something that is one of the most popular subsections in fan fiction. So you're gonna get caught. Like, there's just no way you're gonna get caught. Then we have some Amazon news. So you may have seen this on TikTok and some other places. Amazon's KDP, which is how Kindle books are published, has been taking down books they deem too inappropriate lately, including Catherine Moon's Lady of Rooksgrave Manor. Katie Robert had a book taken down. I think it was her Cat Taylor. Yeah, it was her Cat Taylor pen name was taken down for being too erotic. CM Nacosta, the Minotaur Milking book, got taken down recently. So Amazon is really cracking down on some keyword things. So you may start finding it hard to get to some of those books that in search because they're getting marked as erotica, and Amazon suppresses any search terms around erotica. Like, literally one of my favorite Christina C. Jones books you can't even find unless you have a direct link to it. So if you need a direct link and somebody talks about it in their video and they linked it, use that, or go to the author's website to get a link. Also, if it's a book you really love, I recommend buying it physically so you can own it and not have to deal with this issue. You may have heard of Bethany House Publishing before. They are the ones who published that RWA book that won, of course. Published many more problematic and questionable titles as well. And they put out a survey. Asking for people's feedback. And it's great. Their survey is supposed to be faith friendly. And if you say that you are not a Christian, it boots you out of the survey. So they want opinions, but they only want a very specific subset of opinions. And I think they're neglecting the possibility that I do have non-Christian readers. That is a very real thing. And it's just real fucking weird to me that they're booting people out of the survey. Am I surprised? No. Bethany House is a publisher I will not touch with a 10-foot pole for a reason. And they're just reinforcing their problems. There's a reason they're always at 0% on any diversity report. I think this year they might have one. That's it. All right, y'all. And in a memory post, something we need to talk about, someone we need to commemorate, a great cover artist of romance has passed away. Elaine Duillo, I don't know which, who used to illustrate some old school romance covers, even got banned from a Kmart because of an implied nipple pinch. I'll put that cover up right here. Has passed away, unfortunately. It's really sad, but also, you know, she's left a great legacy in the world. We have a lot of amazing covers because of her. I know I have some in my collection. I'm sure those of us who collect old school romances also have covers. So yeah, I just wanted to let everyone know that she did pass away. I'm going to share an article in the description for you if you want to go learn more about her life, but it's just a sad thing, you know. I have a fondness for those old school romance covers, even though the contents can be problematic to say the least. I enjoy the art. It's beautiful. So R.I.P. Elaine Duillo, and thank you so much for all of the beautiful art you put into the world for us. And then we've just got good news for the rest of the video. So how about that? How about that? It is a quick one this month. So first of all, Berkeley Publishing did pick up Ice Planet Barbarians, y'all. We're getting wide distribution. I'm so excited. So you can order these now from bookshop.org or from your local bookshop if you want. Or I think we're getting like 3 this year and like more to come. But yeah, they're gonna get wide distribution so that they can actually be stocked in Barnes & Noble and Books A Millions and all the indie bookstores more easily. And it's such a highlight for me, y'all. I love these books. I love this series immensely. It has been such a comfort in my life and for a lot of my friends. So I think it's just really thrilling to see Ruby getting to like be stocked in stores. And then the last 2 things is there are 2 auctions happening right now for current events. So one is the auction for Afghan women, which I am actually going to hopefully be bidding on a couple items. We'll see. We'll see how much you outbid me by, y'all. But that is happening, and the auction for Haiti. So the Afghan women auction is to help the women in Afghanistan with what's happening right now. I think these are really great ways to get some items from romance readers, not readers, from romance writers and authors and different services. So you should definitely go check them out. Even if you don't want to buy anything, you should go check out the website to see what they're what's up for offer. And then there's also Romance for Haiti, which is an auction for the earthquake that happened to help out. So there's a ton of really amazing items on both of these auctions. I highly recommend you check it out. I'll put the dates down below in the description. I don't know them off the top of my head. I'm sorry, I did not write them down. It's fine. So that is it for this month's Romancelandia Monthly. Thank you so much for hanging out with me. If you lasted, if you stayed this long in this video, drop a, I don't even know. Give me your favorite emoji, okay? Like, I really don't know right now. Maybe a pumpkin. If you don't have a favorite, give me a pumpkin. I don't care. Take your pick. Take your pick. I didn't write an emoji down. You can do that, and if not, if you think I missed anything, feel free to share it in the comments. That way I can make sure to include it next month. And I will see y'all in just a few days in my next video. You can find links to be my friend on the internet anywhere in that description box, as well as links to join my membership or my Patreon if you want. And I will see y'all in just a few days. Bye.
To a place where we don't know. About to see the world in action, what we can be. Life with no distractions, we'll get away. This is what we waited for.